Hello there, you guys. Welcome back to Luigi's Mansion. Last episode, we start off our adventure. Essentially, Luigi won a mansion in a contest that he did not even enter, and our brother Mario, ever the adventurer one, adventurous one, sorry, headed off into the mansion without us and has essentially been kidnapped by ghosts. So, we're gonna go all Ghostbusters on him and try and get him back. Alrighty, so here we are in the next corridor. We're gonna be facing some portrait ghosts here. I believe I mentioned that, or yeah, I'd mentioned that at the ending of last episode. There are also some mice here. I believe if you walk into them, they do a tiny bit of damage to you. Something else I just want to kind of show you guys. Let's zoom in so you can see. On the touch screen we have, or on the lower screen we have our mini-map. And if you look carefully, this door, we're right in front of it. This door right here, this is a fake door, and this mansion is absolutely littered with them. If I was to open this, I'll do it just for the sake of showing you. I take like 10 damage and have that little animation play out. So there are fake doors, just something to be careful of, you know, just in case. So if you ever see me kind of bypassing doors, and you're like, why isn't she going in there? That's probably the reason why. Anyways, let's start with this room, shall we? Alright, so here's the study, and already... Okay, one, there's a butt flying at us, and two, that rocking chair is moving on its own. So... if you turn your flashlight away, you can see someone is sitting there. I believe this is Neville. It's been a while. So using the search feature, we can essentially look at their hearts and kind of get a little bit of idea generally on how to defeat them. So go ahead, try and find me. I can see you, but you cannot see me. Anywho, I'm getting very sleepy, so that's gonna be our hint. Oh gosh, ow. So Neville, he's reading, you know, he's looking pretty content. There it is. You kind of get that visual cue as well, like his heart just kind of got a little bit bigger. So yeah, most of the portrait ghosts, they do have these little ticks. You can't just, you know, flash your flashlight at them and expect that to work. Most of them, at least. And there we go. We didn't even lose him once. That was perfect. Let's just get these. Gotta get all the mun-muns, right? Awesome. I've lost count of how many keys that is. I think it may be 4 or 5. And it leads to the next room right beside us. If you check the bookcases here, though... Oh, my apologies. You found Neville's big baby care diary. Will you read it? Yes. My third son is still a baby. Oddly enough, he seems to scare people in ways the other two never did. The twins, now... they're afraid of fire, water, cold, and wind. Why, they shriek with fright when they, beset by the elements? Sometimes I think they're more childlike than the baby. I'm not sure if every single one of these has a different book. Book of Riddles. Will you read it? Sure. Mysteries appear wherever people turn, but turning away from them sometimes... sorry, I cannot read today. But turning away from them solves nothing. Instead of turning away, turn to the side and look at the mystery from a different view. A way will surely open. Book called The Darkness is Their Cheese. Will you read it? Ghost mice are drawn to darkness as real mice are drawn to cheese. In the dark, they shine gold with contentment. I must try to get close to one before the lights come back on. See Parmesan. Oh gosh. Book of Pericles, I believe it's pronounced. Will you read it? Yes. There are spirits known as elemental ghosts. They live in the elements of fire, water, and ice that make up much of our world. To handle these elements, one must first obtain an element metal. Perhaps the elemental ghosts are only visible to the bearer of such a metal. Each possesses the power to overcome another. Specifically, fire melts ice, water extinguishes fire, and ice freezes water. Egad's Guide to Ghosts. Why is that in this house? Will you read it? Sure. Dear readers, we've all had trouble with ghosts who aren't really surprised, right? Or easily surprised. They've had all these sorts of ways to protect themselves from light. What would you do, bright folks, when in a fix with one of these stubborn ghouls? Well, sir, I'd first look for an opening. A way to catch them off guard and unsettle them. When a ghost is surprised and shows you its heart, that's your chance to catch the little bugger. I tell you, I've caught dozens of ghosts just like this. So that's pretty much just kind of giving you yet another hint that a lot of these ghosts, you kind of have to wait for that little opening. Lydia's... Okay, the next room is the mother ghost, Lydia, if I couldn't remember her name. The twins are very shy for ghosts their age. They've even gone and hid the key to their room far away in the mansion. How very trying. They've got mad at me the other day for twirling their little toy helicopter mobile. Ghost children today. Who knows what they're thinking? Well, that's that. I'm not sure if there's anything to collect in here. I don't see any, like, chests or anything like that, so we can head back out and head over to the next room. Which again is not this door. Do not go in there. And if you really want to be certain, that door is also fake. Also, I stepped on a mouse, I think. It's gonna be this door right here. Alrighty, here we are in the master bedroom. So once again, you know, everything looks kind of normal until you turn and then you see someone, from the looks of it, brushing their hair there. So, why don't we go ahead and scan her? Isn't my hair just gorgeous? Of course, I do spend a lot of time on it. I was so bored cooped up in that painting. Now I spend all my time in front of the mirror. It seems to scare people though, so everything is coming up roses. Oh, wow, you can actually even hear the heart. Alright, so clearly we need her to move. And this, I remember it took me forever as a kid to figure out. There you go. She doesn't, want her hair to be ruffled in the wind. So we open up the curtains that were blowing in the breeze, and this happens pretty much. So we'll see if we can get her in one go. Oh, no, I don't think so. Oh, maybe. That little black and purple mushroom that they drop, a lot of the bigger, like, boss-type ghosts will drop those, and it essentially shrinks Luigi down. I don't think he's able to get much suction on things while that's happening, so... Oops. Keep pressing the wrong button. Ooh, hello. Mind if I do?
Oh, yeah.
No? How about the fan? You never know. You never know. I'm bound to check everything. I'm not sure if we can even... Oh, we can't open the other curtain. Okay, but the window isn't broken here, as you can see. Okay, so that key is for the room across the hall. Oh, hello there. Don't mind if I do. Thank you so much. I'm not sure if they included this in the remake, to be honest, because I haven't tried it yet, but there was something to do with mirrors. You know what? We have time. Why don't I see if it still works? In the original, if you scanned a mirror... Oh, yeah, it still happens. Oh, that makes kind of a weird noise. It kind of just takes you back to the beginning. It's just a shortcut back, because this mansion is obviously very large, and, you know, sometimes you don't want to go walking all the way back. Oh, walked right by it. There we go. Okay, so we've met the father ghost, we've met the mother ghost, and we have heard about 3 of their children. We are about to meet the first one. Okay, so this is the nursery. This is Chauncy's room. You can see him doing his thing over there. There are coins around this rocking horse for some reason, so I guess that's kind of our hint right now that there's something to do with that. But we can also scan the baby. Which heart is like literally bigger than itself, but okay. Horsey, rocky, horsey. Okay, yeah, and there's our other hint. So Chauncy, I'm just gonna take this as an invitation to play. Hey, you wanna play with me? Not really. Okay, so I believe... Yeah, that took me a long time to figure out when I first played this game. Ow, you gave me an owie! I just wanted to play with you. I hate grown-ups. Why do you have to be bigger than me? I've had enough. That's what I ask myself on a daily basis. I am a short person. Okay, I'm small. Small, now grow smaller. Small, itsy, tiny, little. All of those bears moved at once. I don't know if you guys saw that before he faded out. Okay, so this is Chauncy. This is our first, like, proper big boss fight. He's very simple. His attacks are very straightforward. You can kind of dodge most things very easily. Let's see, I need one of these. Gosh darn it. You're supposed to grab a suction onto the ball and, again, hit him with it. And then it kind of just repeats. He'll just throw more rocking horses at you. You can just dodge out of the way. Fun fact though, when I was a kid, this scared the ever-living heck out of me. I was not all about this life. Oh, there's one. Okay, so we suck up the ball, aim for him, release it, and then we can start suctioning him up. But yeah, I even included him on one of my very early videos, I believe. It was like top 10 things that disturbed me or scared me as a kid in video games, and he was one of them. There's something about a dead baby that's just scary. I don't know. Alright, so he's gonna kind of belly slam around the crib. But again, super easy. He just kind of goes around the outside for the most part. And he's gonna send another rocking horse at us. Actually, another 2 rocking horses. When we get his health down a little bit more, he'll send more, but it's still really easy. I find the hardest thing, honestly, is getting a hold of one of the balls there. There we go. No. No. Oh, gosh darn it. What was that? It went through the side. Oh well. This is fine. We're fine. Literally everything on fire around us. Alright, do it again, Chauncy. Also, if you're wondering what I'm doing and why the vacuum looked different there, I'm holding down L instead of R, and that essentially spits out air instead of sucking it in. There are uses for that later on in the game. I just figured it might help with not getting hit by the ball. There we go. So he breaks away after a certain amount, so I'm not sure if it's actually possible to get him in one go. You know, there's probably speedrunners who can and have done it, but I'm not sure. Alright. More rocking horses. There's one. There's another one. There's 2, which you can just stand in the middle for, no big deal. Alright, ready? Ah, there's one. There we go, we should get him this time just fine. And there we go, there was Chauncy. Alright, so we're back in the nursery. I don't think I checked this over here. I think this usually contains a heart. There are certain dressers that you'll find that, or items that you can interact with that generally contain healing items, and that is one of them, and it contains a big heart, so that's going to be actually really useful. So we're going to want to remember that if we ever need to heal before a boss. Luigi, can you hear me? Oh, thank goodness you're okay. I lost contact with you all of a sudden. I was a tad worried. You seem a bit tuckered out after that long battle, don't you? Why don't you come back to the lab? When you vacuum a boss ghost, your Poltergust 3000 gets pretty much full to bursting. But I guess you showed that boss ghost who's boss. Aw, heck yeah. Luigi has been promoted from sidekick to boss. I am okay with this. Good job, Luigi. You made it back in one piece. Take a gander at this. This fine piece of work took nearly 20 years to develop. I call it the Ghost Okay, this is not gonna... Portrificationizer. That's the best we're gonna get today, you guys. This machine lets us turn ghosts you catch into paintings. Not only that, it works in reverse, too. How do we use it, you ask? Well, it's simple. Just plug that Poltergust 3000 into that slot and enjoy the ride, my boy. Professor Egad, Naruto running. Ghosts are invisible. So we need to press them into visible forms. And presto, turn them into beautiful ghost portraits. I think that said it. Well, we managed to turn those ghosts back into paintings. Thanks for your help, Luigi. Alright, Neville, Lydia, and Chauncy. Okay, so it just kind of gives you your total score. You can see we earned what looks, in my opinion, to be like quite a lot of money. We're gonna need a whole heck of a lot more if we plan to get better end game stuff. I'm not gonna say what it is. I will say though that I've never actually gotten the best score possible in this game, so I'm not sure if we're gonna try for it this time. We'll see how things go. But you can see why I'm so obsessed with the Mun-Muns. And we'll just save here. What do you want to do, Luigi? How about we go back to the mansion for now? Be careful now. So I was thinking about next episode, probably Mike is gonna be here while I'm filming it, so we may be able to do the co-op thing. I'm really interested to see how that works, especially with Luigi. I'm not sure if I can literally just go through the main story and have him with me, or if we're playing on like a mini-game sort of map, maybe. It'd be really cool to bring him with me. There we go. So this is actually the door that we got that key for. Oh yeah, also, well, I just thought about it, you can see the ghosts that you have collected on the bottom screen. So Neville spends his afterlife reading all the books he missed while living. She stashed her secret savings away to prepare for her long afterlife. He cries loudly and never sleeps through the night, but since he was born a ghost, this seems natural. But yeah, that's something kind of cool that you didn't really have in the original. Alrighty, so here we are in a new hallway. You can see a whole lot of locked doors. In fact, I don't think we can really go anywhere. Oh, hi friend. There we go. I should probably be knocking on stuff in case there's goodies around here. There are ghosts and bats down this hallway, and as you just saw, they will hurt you. There's also these guys. They will spit out bombs, I believe, at you. It's been a while. Alright, here's the bathroom. And, I hate these ghosts. These guys, I can't remember if they have a specific name. I always just kind of refer to them in my head as, like, huggers or something, because they will grab onto you and they will drain your health, and it is really obnoxious and scary. I don't like it. And fighting more than one of them, or fighting them plus another ghost, is always annoying. Looks like you've run into a bit of trouble there. If you need more training, there are some ghosts who will try to grab and hold you. When that happens, try moving back and forth to shake them off. It's the age-old struggle for survival, my boy. Don't lose heart, Luigi. Alright. So, thankfully there was no one in the tub like that classic horror scene, but there is a key up here. Awesome, so we can see which one that leads to. So you may have noticed walking by there, I was kind of quiet. There was music playing, and there is a music room kind of nearby that I know of. Oops, I walked right by. There we go. We will be going in there a little bit later. It's one of my favorite rooms in this game. I think it's pretty cool. Alright, so here we are in the ballroom. So there are gonna be Shy Guy ghosts here. What you want to do is you want to take their masks off. If you don't take their masks off, you cannot suck them up. You can try. It won't work. They won't, you know, reveal their heart to you, as it were. So there we go. They're pretty cute. They make almost like duck noises, and I really like them, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Oh, they're so cute. There we go, 2 at once, that's awesome. Oh no, please don't go over there. Alright, let's get both of you guys. And that should be all of our little Shy Guy friends. And look who's come to join us. So these guys are kind of different. I've never really liked these guys. I'm still not exactly sure what makes their hearts go, but they're a waltzing couple. Thankfully we do catch them and they kind of act as one ghost. Oh. Luigi, no, that's not what I meant to aim at. Did I get it? So you can see me. Well, that may be, but you'll never find my weakness. So, I'm really, really bad at this, I guess. I'm never sure. I know that if you get close to them, they do kind of appear. There, oh. See, like, just like that. Like, I didn't even flash my flashlight at them. I think it may have something to do when they break away from each other like that. But I'm not exactly sure why or what. Don't. No, no. Get him, get him. He kind of T-posed there. That was weird. But yeah, I always have trouble with these guys. No matter how many times I've played through this game, I have never really quite got it on the first try, if you know what I mean. Oh gosh. Okay, let's avoid that mushroom. Grab anything that they dropped. But yeah, they're not hard, it can sometimes take a while. It's definitely when they break apart. And it's definitely him who you're kind of aiming for, even though it's technically both of them. There we go. Okay, grab those. Let that mushroom despawn. Alright, and you can see it's literally just the next room right above us. There isn't really anything in here to, I guess, examine too much. I don't know if we can examine this guy. It's a picture, but I wouldn't call it art. Wow. Such shade, Luigi. Alright, here we are in the storage room. There are gonna be ghosty friends in here. Different kind of ghosts, different colors, you'll see them. I noticed these ones like to hug and those are obnoxious, so I like to get rid of them. There's two spawning at once, which is oh, seriously, I thought I got both. That's weird. Okay, we'll see if this guy likes to hug, I guess. Yeah, he likes to hug. There we go. Awesome! Alright, lights turned back on. There isn't really much in here to examine upon first glance. If you're keen-eyed, you may notice this mirror that's strategically hanging here. And there's a button, and if you were to examine it even closer, you can see it right there. And it literally says don't push, but we're gonna push it because why not? Alright, so there's this thing in the floor here. And I don't know if Luigi will even... He doesn't even comment on it. But there is this sign here. And there's another button to push. Who's there? Who dares disturb our sleep? Oh, it's Luigi! Look guys, Luigi's finally here! We're gonna do to you what we did to your brother, only worse. Tom's back. It's ECAD's Poltergeist 3000, everybody scram! Luigi, are you okay? That was them. Those were the ones who released all the ghosts from the paintings in my gallery, those fiends. I wonder where King Boo and his gang had gone. So, they were hiding in the mansion all along. Thanks for flushing him out, Luigi. I'm tickled you found him, but perhaps it would have been better if you hadn't, well, let every single one escape. Just a thought. Ah, well, water under the bridge. Anyway, you should probably come back to the lab for a sec. I've been waiting for you, young Luigi. Your brother must have been taken by that gang of boos. Poor feller. Oh, now don't talk crazy. They're not gonna eat the man. But what became of him, Odd that he hasn't come back. Common theory holds that boos grow in strength when they travel in numbers. They must somehow combine their powers, too. Their power likely overwhelmed your brother. If your aim is to save Mario, there's but one way to do it. Capture each boo and slowly weaken the group's power. But boos, as their name implies, like to hide and then jump out to scare people. You've got your work cut out finding them. Don't get all down in the mouth, my boy. That Game Boy horror I gave you has a secret function. I knew it'd come in handy one day, so I developed it secretly. I call it the Boo Radar. The Boo Radar will flash red when something round like a boo is hidden nearby. Use it to search everywhere, Luigi. Alright, now Sunny, don't go tucking yourself out. Relax, and just try to get those boos one at a time. The trick is using the motion controls. Oh, okay, yes. Alright guys, so I think we're gonna have to end the episode here, just looking at the time. I want to thank you guys so very much for watching. When we return, we're gonna start hunting those boos. It's one of my favorite things to do in this game when everything goes well. But yeah, thank you guys so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time.